And I was like, that is not the goal here. The goal here is to kiss, and then we can talk about other things.
Open up, you open up.
Hi guys, I'm Hannah.
I'm Sadie.
And we're not straight. And today we are coming back around to the first kiss story. We kind of glossed over it during the relationship series. If you haven't watched it, I'm gonna hook you up with that playlist.
If you watch our videos and you like them and you haven't subscribed yet, definitely click that subscribe button. We post videos on Sundays, Wednesdays, and every other Friday.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Okay, let's dive into it. So to set the scene.
Do you want the microphone?
Yes, I would like the microphone. So we're back. The wedding was called off, so I'm no longer the wedding singer. Sadie has broken things off with her fiance. I have ended things with my ex-boyfriend, and Sadie has been in Boston. Yeah?
Yes.
Is that like the gist?
Yep.
I'm finishing up this race, this like long distance race, and she's gonna come over that night, and it's gonna be like the first time we've gotten to hang out. We've hung out since really like getting to see each other. So it feels like a big deal. I'm getting super nervous. I've like lit a candle, blown it out. It's the whole nine. You were coming from a concert? Is that true?
Mm-hmm.
Were you also nervous, or was that just me?
No, I was definitely nervous. I was like panicked like the whole time. I feel like the first first 20 minutes that I saw you, like I could like not even look at you. Like I feel like I was just thinking in my head like, this is not real, this is not real. This is crazy, I can't believe this is happening.
Like adrenaline, right? Is that the right descriptor?
Totally, yeah. Adrenaline and just total questioning of my entire existence, like not knowing how my life had led up to this point, and it was like it was happening in slow motion and like at hyperspeed at the same time.
Like surreal.
Yeah, because I feel like we had spent so much time not talking like intentionally, and then being apart, and those felt like years, and they were really like days, weeks, and it was not that long.
Yeah, it was almost like we hadn't been around each other for a little while, and it's like when you are trying to remember how to just hang out one-on-one with a friend when suddenly like the entire context has changed.
Yeah, it's exactly like that.
It's almost like that. Okay, so you come over and we're like, okay, let's watch a movie because that's sufficiently awkward and tension building. We're like sitting on the couch watching this movie and not saying a word. Like,
yeah, just kind
watching.
of holding hands at points of
oh my god, yes,
the movie, and like awkwardly not at other points. You know when you do the pinky thing where you kind of like graze like someone, okay, and then one finger, and then it like kind of slowly creeps, and then awkwardly like you have your hand on top of theirs, and then a quick like,
or like someone's ear gets itchy, so they like let go momentarily because their other hand is holding a drink, and then you're like, do we go back to it, or now do we have to start over?
Yeah, it's so uncomfortable. Like I feel like now it's just, you just say like, hey, I like my nose itches or something, and you just move your hand for a second. But in that moment, like when it's like just barely pinkies touching, you feel like if I move my hand away, like I'll never get back to this point. So I like get into, you like don't want to breathe and you don't want to move because you're like so nervous.
You're like, I'm gonna ruin it, or she's gonna read into this and she's gonna think that I'm like pulling away.
Or if I pull away and like she didn't actually want to hold my hand, like she's gonna move her hand away, so then when I go back it's gonna be like like nothing's there, which is totally ridiculous. But anyway,
so anyway, that's what's happening.
So that went on for a while, and during this whole time, all like obviously not watching watching the movie, and not paying attention
just
at all. Just
looking, I would say looking at the movie. Is that the right?
And listening to like, I feel like I was just listening to like my heart
breath
pound out of my chest. Like it was just like boom, 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 boom. I'm like looking around like for like
Help.
some sort of like lifeline, like affirmation, you know?
As if someone's gonna like knock on the door and save us from this moment.
No, like someone's gonna knock on the door and be like, "It's going well, good job."
It's going. Just checking
Keep
in
it
to
up.
tell you. Because we know that this is the time, right? Like I know
Yeah.
this is gonna be the time that we kiss, and I'm not ready for it, or I'm never gonna be ready for it. So it feels like you just do it, and then like hopefully all of those panicked emotions will fade away.
Wish me luck. Okay, so the movie ends,
The movie ends.
and
The walk to the bedroom commences.
which that was like the next like 7 or 8 weeks of my life.
Okay, for context, she came over super late, so it was kind of understood that you were gonna spend the night, right?
Yeah.
Like, we had sleepovers before, but this was a whole different kind.
I mean, at our prior sleepovers, I was like, this is like my little gay red flags going off, or like sirens going off, being like, you're gay, and I had no idea at the time. I was like, don't touch her.
She's like, stay as far apart on the bed as possible. And I'm like, play with my hair.
And I was like, I will be respectful of her space. And really, I was just like my inside. Wait, no, I need that one. Inside, I was like, don't touch her because you love her. But that was like, you know, a long time before, and I had no idea.
I feel like you're also having a hard time like doing the hair and talking out loud.
I don't know how to braid.
You can do it. Okay.
Okay, here we go. So, yeah, I feel like it was like in total silence.
Uh-huh.
It took like 45 minutes. It felt like it was probably like 15 seconds.
This is a 12-foot hallway,
Yeah.
approximately.
And I also felt like that like TikTok like don't be suspicious sound was happening like the entire time, like
For both of
don't be
us.
suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. As we're both just like walking down silently. So tension has built, and we know coming into this that like this is gonna be where we kiss. Like, let's go kiss now. I don't know why. Like, why didn't we kiss during the movie? Hard to say.
No idea. I was too busy like making sure my hands weren't sweating, I guess. Which they were. And I feel like also I was like trying so hard to be like cool and be like, I got it, don't worry, like I'm not tripping, like we just go in here and we kiss now and it's fine. And like I kissed tons of girls, and
No. Oh my god.
like in my real voices in my head were like, you're gonna die now. Like this is where it ends.
You had also gotten advice on how to do this, so you probably had
Bad advice.
yes, bad advice.
It was
That's
like
true.
push her up on the hood of a car and make sure your favorite country song is playing. You know who you are. You know you know who you are. I said that.
Mm-hmm. You know who you know uses. Okay, so
This is going so well.
she
by
has
the way.
I can imagine.
I really don't know how to braid. I'm making this up as I go.
I mean, feels like something's happening.
Something is happening.
Okay, meanwhile, I didn't know what this was gonna be like, and I was feeling a lot of panic and pressure because this was gonna be the moment where I decided whether or not I was a bisexual human.
I feel like I delivered. I would just like to say. I gave you really good confirmation. So we like get in her room and we lay down, and then my heart is like pounding out of my chest, you know? And I was like, don't be a weirdo. Like don't like hold it back. Like just say what comes to mind. And so we lay down and I say, your shoulders are really hot.
Don't be a weirdo, right?
And in my head, I was like, this is exactly what we talked about not doing.
Meanwhile, I'm like, can we please just kiss? Like, can we just kiss and can it be over with? That's terrible, but it's true. I was like so nervous for it to happen that I just wanted it to have already happened.
And I was like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm
So
not.
he was like, we're gonna take it slow. If it takes 3 hours, it takes 3 hours.
If I'd had it my way, it would have taken 3 hours.
I know. So we're just staring at each other. And our noses are yay far apart. And I'm like, I'm gonna have a heart attack if this doesn't happen in the next 10 seconds. And so
I took her outside, pushed her into the hood of a car. I'm just kidding.
So you waited so long. You pushed my hair behind my ear.
That was so tender.
I was like, I can't handle this. I can't handle this. And so and then I called you an asshole
For making you wait.
for making me wait. I was
Wow,
like,
I don't really remember that actually.
you must have blacked out. Completely sober, I should say.
I probably was blacked out with fear.
Yeah, so I'm like yelling at her at this point. And I was like, that is not the goal here. The goal here is to kiss, and then we can talk about other things.
Then we kissed. It was actually like pretty awesome. Like I was like really glad that we had waited, like
That's true.
and not
Jump the gun.
yeah, definitely not. Oh god, this is so hard.
Okay, we kissed, and it's great. And it's like, I think it's gonna be either this like horrible failure where I realize that I've made all the wrong decisions and I shouldn't have broken up with my boyfriend and I'm not actually bi. Those are my biggest fears, right? Or I'm thinking it's gonna be this like earth-shattering, I don't know. I've done it. She's done it. But it was like exactly how one would guess it would be. It was nice. It was like kissing your best friend. Like there was some tiny little part of me that was like, this is Sadie. This is Sadie's mouth in front of me and I'm kissing it. Like there was an awareness. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Does that mean?
Of who I was?
Yes.
I mean, I'm glad you knew who I was.
Yeah.
It'd be a little weirder if you didn't. Well, not weird, but just different.
And I think for me, that kind of goes along with everything I've talked about on this channel so far, where I kind of grew into it and it built up more and more. Like kissing you meant more and more and more the more times we did it. How's it going back there?
Oh, it's going. Oh god. Like I feel like I'm getting hungry and I'm like panicking and it's like a lot of things are happening. Oh, this is so hard.
You're doing great.
Oh god. Like I clench like weird parts of my body.
We did it.
We did it.
I'm gonna climb in here.
This is how well the braiding went.
This is how we're gonna be at the end of the video.
Yeah. Oh god.
So that's what happened.
So that's pretty much it.
It was great.
It was really great.
It was cute.
If you want a quick reenactment, here we go.
You're an asshole.
That was pretty much how it went.
Thanks for braiding my hair. Thanks for braiding my hair.
I don't know how to braid.
I'm keeping it forever. We'll see how many days it lasts.
It's like this looks like day 3 of like when you used to sleep on your braids. Until next time.
Bye. Bye.